I'm surprised that my hair was revived from this. Actually, it wasn't. What am I talking about? I had to chop it all off. If you know me, you probably don't, but if you know me, my hair has been through so much. So I feel like I have some room to give you guys a little bit of advice. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I started early when it came to like dyeing and bleaching my hair. I begged my mom when I was in 8th grade, so she only let me dye like an inch. I was so hyped. I was so hyped. That was the very first time any kind of chemicals touched my hair. So that was the start of it all, and ever since I got those bleached ends, I took it and ran with it. High school is really when I did the damage to my hair. My hair went through all stages throughout high school, just like me. Can't remember if I did. Let me look at Snapchat. Snapchat has all the memories. I actually re-downloaded Snapchat the other day just for the memories. I haven't been on it for years. High school, I'm telling my age if I had to say the year. 8th grade, I had the ends bleached and then I cut them off gradually. Then I bleached my hair all the way up to here. That was a moment. How old was I? 16? Yeah, I was 16. I had my first experience with like a full bleach moment. I did it myself, so it wasn't good. And then I got tired of that. Some people were saying I resembled a P-star. And the next school year came and I dyed my whole head back to black. I liked it because it was giving grown. I felt like I was a little bit older for my junior year, well, sophomore year, junior year. But then the dye was calling me. It was like, we've had you in a chokehold since 8th grade. You're gonna have to give up the black dye. I went red for the first time. It was like a burgundy. It was subtle but noticeable. And after the red, that's when I started seeing some little discrepancies. I don't know why I got rid of the red. I literally just had to do something to my hair. I needed a change every year. You know, when you were in high school and you were coming back in September, you're like, oh, what could I do? I need to step out, I need to pop out. So it was always my hair for me. But then I dyed it back black once again. I cut it because I started seeing damage in my hair. It was, I would say, probably like up to here. I cut it like here, so I probably cut it like a couple inches. The state of my hair was just decreasing. Like the curls wouldn't hold as much, obviously, because I've already went back to back like 2 or 3 times at this point. I started cutting my hair shorter and shorter to get rid of that damage, and I was so in denial. I was just like, it's fine, my curls are gonna just like jump right back. Eventually they do, but I could have avoided so much of this by just putting the freaking dye down. And also, I didn't really know how to take care of my hair as a teenager. I didn't know what were the best products, how many times I should be oiling my scalp, how many times I should be trimming. I just knew that I had curly hair and that I can't put too much bleach on it. But yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to like the products and the hair health. A lot of the cutting, because I'm seeing like my hair is just gradually getting shorter and shorter, was due to a lot of heat damage as well, because I was getting my hair done straight and wash and blow dry. I was getting that done quite frequently. It says my curls are reviving themselves finally. Yeah, because I'm scrolling and these curls are looking bad. As soon as I started seeing my curls come back, guess what I do? I go back red. I go back red. I couldn't let my hair just thrive. As soon as I saw that the curls were coming back, red hair dye. I don't even know what count this is on. I think like 5th time I dyed my hair, and that did not last long. That red probably lasted, I think, 2 months, and then I went back black for the 4th time. Oh my gosh, what was wrong with me? I see that the black dye started washing out. I'm assuming, even though I'm the one who's lived through this, I can't really remember, but I'm assuming that I dyed again since it started washing out. And like, let's see what I do when I did it. Because my hair was like this dingy burgundy but black at the roots. It just was not cute, but I left it alone. I already knew that my hair has been through a lot. I remember this. Okay, so I wanted to dye my hair blue. You guys are probably like, girl, what is wrong with you? I didn't like how that came out, and then I eventually just put a black dye again on top of that. At this point, my curls are crispy, and I was in denial. After I put the black dye on top of the blue dye, because I didn't like the blue dye, I waited a couple months after my senior pictures because I did not want to have a mess on my head for senior pictures, so I just left the black dye. A couple months after, I took color remover so I can take off the black dye and I could take off essentially the blue kind of undertone. That ruined my hair. It left so many different undertones, greenish, and then my hair, it was so crispy and dry, brittle. So I ended up cutting my hair. I was so upset just because my hair just took a drastic change, but that was my fault. I thought that the color remover would do less damage, but apparently not. At that point, I was just trying to revert my curls. I took another color remover. This one left my hair bright orange and then it oxidized to almost a green. That straightened out my curls even more. High school was a time. High school was a time. What is that? I did not like how bright it was. I took a brown dye, a dark brown dye, on top of my already damaged hair. My hair, the blonde, turned green overnight, so I had to dye it a dark brown. I mean, it's still cute. Whatever. It's not cute. What do you mean? You see what I mean by I was so in denial? Notice how damaged my hair was. I cut it again. And this time I cut it really, really short. The shortest that I've had it up until this point. I'm surprised that my hair was revived from this. Actually, it wasn't. What am I talking about? I had to chop it all off. We'll get to that point. I was trying my best to revive those curls, but they were not going anywhere. With my damaged hair, we go red for the 3rd time. My prom, I wanted red hair. I don't know why, but I really wanted red hair. So this is what I did. I was like, okay, my hair is already damaged. Let me not do this by myself. I literally went downtown New York City. I got my hair professionally dyed. When I tell you, they ruined my hair even more. When I was sitting there getting my hair dyed, my head felt like it was on fire. If it's just hair dye, it's not bleach or anything, it should not be burning. So I asked the hairdresser, should it be hot like this? He's like, oh, it's fine, it's just working. It was burning. He blew my hair out too after the whole process. After I washed my hair, it did not revert. The curls were stringy, straight, worse than the damage that I had before. That was just like my breaking point. And I'm like, yeah, this is the final straw because there's no reviving my hair. And getting this red dye on top of everything, it just damaged it to the point of no return. I did a very ballsy move. I cut all my hair off right before graduation. I showed up to prom with hair and then showed up to graduation with no hair. Everybody was like, Ariana's hair, like hair. And then I just showed up to graduation bald. Well, it wasn't bald. I cut my hair into finger waves. That was a turning point for me. So then I went through growing out my hair for the very first time. Mind you, I've had 4 big chops since then. I grew my hair out for a year. I'll probably say like 10 months because it didn't hit an entire year. Then I got a skunk stripe. That was the trend. I thought maybe I could do a little something to my hair. I'm like itching for a fix. I need to do something to my hair. It was finally a bob at this point, and then had the little, it was edgy. And then this was like the major move. I loved my highlights. I got highlights as soon as my hair got into like hang length. I got these professionally done. He literally took care of my hair so well, but also my hair was virgin, so it's kind of a different situation there. My hair actually regrew from my scalp and it wasn't touched. That made the highlighting process easier. I kept those highlights in 2 years. They were just so pretty. Then I got the urge. I got the urge again. Even though it looked so nice, I was just bored. I ended up dyeing my hair back black. That's the worst thing you could do over bleached hair. It's hard to get that bleach back. I tried and it's hard. So I dyed my hair back black and my hair was really long at this point. I had my hair black for a minute too, but obviously, as you can tell by the way this video is going, I never learned. Well, I've learned now. I saw the copper hair trend going around. I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. Especially during the fall, and it was the fall. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I tried to dye my hair the copper tone first and it just wouldn't come out because I had black hair dye over my hair. And as I said before, once you put black hair dye on your hair, don't try to go any lighter. It really is hard without damage. I realized that the copper tone was not coming out, so I bleached my entire head at home. Then I put the copper tone on top of it. The integrity of my hair was actually like falling off. Say like this was my hair, it was broken off from like right here. That was happening all over my head. And hair was just falling out left, right, and center. I knew that I grew out my hair for 2.5 years. After chopping it all off at graduation, I did the whole regrowth process just to mess it up again. I was mad, but I already experienced having no hair. I grew my hair out to this length. I can do it again. So I cut my hair again. It wasn't as short as the first time. I didn't do finger waves, but I got a really short bob and bangs. I went to my stylist for this. This was a moment though. I'll probably just get a wig because I'm trying to grow out my hair now. But the bob with the bangs and straight jet black, I decided to grow out my hair once again. My curls just weren't reviving the way that I wanted it to. It wasn't growing as fast either. So then after a couple months, I cut my hair again, this time back to finger waves because I wanted to restart. I wanted my hair to grow long and luscious, and it wasn't after I did the bobs. After that third big chop, going back to finger waves for the second time, I just let my hair grow for a year and a half. My hair was luscious. Every time I go from finger waves and regrow my entire hair, it's beautiful. As soon as my hair is just at its peak, there's just something in me, like a little and that just brings me back to square one. So I got tired. You guys are gonna scream when you see this photo. I decided I wanted to get light brown for the summer. You know what I did? And now that I'm putting two and two together from the first big chop, what damaged my hair the most is color remover. From the first time when I tried to use that color remover and it damaged my hair, and then I put red dye on top, that was the end of it. First thing that really damaged my hair was that color remover. I used color remover again because I have black hair dye on top of my natural hair, just because I usually don't like my natural hair color. I like it just jet black, but I wanted brown for the summer. So I'm thinking, okay, let me not damage my hair. It's healthy. Let me just use a color remover. Even though I didn't clock I used a color remover back in high school and it messed up my hair, I thought that it would be better than using bleach. When I tell you, I'm not sure what happened or what I did wrong, because obviously it's not supposed to react that way, but I was literally on the phone with my best friend and I'm doing the color remover and I feel it heating up. I'm like, oh, it's working. And I see it lifting color a little bit. I'm telling her, I'm like, oh, it's working, but it's a little bit warm. I kid you not. I kid you not. I see steam just coming off of my hair. This never has happened to me. I don't know what chemical reaction was going on, because literally all I had in my hair was black hair dye. Before the black hair dye, my hair was virgin. There was no bleach in there. There was no other chemicals but black hair dye. When the color remover started heating up and then actually started smoking, I'm like, oh my gosh. I turned off the phone because there's physical smoke coming out of my hair. I don't know what the heck was going on, but that's the first time that I've ever experienced that. I got so scared. I literally thought my hair was on fire. It probably would catch fire if I just let it stay there. It was hot to the touch. Yeah, so I ducked my head into the sink. I'm like, oh my god, I'm rinsing it off. My hair was fried. That's literally what it was doing. It was cooking my hair. When I compare like these two pictures, my hair a couple months prior to trying to get this color, girl, why would you do that? My mom cut it and like evened it out, but I could still feel to the touch that my hair was just not in a healthy state. I just left my hair how it was because I didn't want to manipulate it anymore. I left it that way for 2 months until I went back to my hairstylist and I told her, I was like, we have to cut it. Dye my hair back black. That was the last time I cut my hair. It's been almost 6 months. I've grown a couple inches. I've dyed my hair black just because I just want to keep refreshing the black. But yes, because that is my hair journey. I will not be touching my hair again. I'm trying to refrain from heat as much as possible, but my hair is pretty healthy. Still isn't 100% like how it usually is when I cut it full through, like finger waves, and just let it grow. But I don't think I'm doing that again. I'll just really keep up with my trims, my hair oiling. I've been oiling my hair, oiling my scalp pretty frequently, so my hair has been growing and the integrity of my hair is way better than it was 7 months ago. If you were considering to do anything to your hair, if it's your first time, that's fine. Unless you're willing to cut your hair off, then please do not touch the tresses. Any chemical process, just get it done by a professional. I have no idea why my hair almost caught on flames. Could have been something I did, I don't know. To refrain from any of that, just get your hair professionally done. So yeah, that is my hair journey. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want any more in-depth hair care videos or just what I'm doing to consistently grow my hair, I can definitely do a more in-depth video about that, my favorite products, etc, etc. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay tuned, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Catch me in the whip, ride with him.